All right, Shalom. I want to start and by giving our praises unto Hashem Yahushua, Bahashem HaKodash, the Ba'anis, and us, the others, to the brothers out there doing this work in truth. And the all right, of Yahweh Bahashem Exodus. He's in the cover, but nevertheless, men are not being kept by all of Jacob. All right, those are the hopefully we strive to commandments and others. All right, to show our God, okay, that we are obedient to Him. All right, and these 10 are like a to the whole law. All right, but just these 10 alone, man, can clean up Jake communities, right? Niggas are out here crazy, man. You know, I mean, they're acting completely crazy, and everything the Most High God say don't do, Jake is doing it, man. All right, it's a crying shame. But we understand the Most High God has rejected 2/3 of His people, man. But for those of us who are in the faith, these commandments must be kept at all times. All right. So getting into the chapter here, man. Lord willing, this won't be too long because it's very self-explanatory. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. It says, "And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage." So the Most High, He's introducing Himself as the God who saved us from captivity, man. All right? With all His signs and wonders He did by the hand of Moses. So He letting you know from the jump, look, I am the God that saved you. All right? It says, thou shalt have no other gods before me, right? Because no other God saved us out of captivity, man. Out of that hard bondage that we served in the land of Egypt. Okay? So we should be giving praise to no other God, no other deities, okay, which are no gods, by the way. And let's prove that. The nations of the world, all right, the gods that they serve are idols, man. Are no God, they are lifeless. So you shouldn't be giving no praise and no glory to no other gods, man. All right. This is Psalms chapter 96, starting at verse 4. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods, for of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made them." You see that? So all the gods of the nations are idols, man. Shouldn't be serving us, all right? Which leads me right here and then in the fight. Okay. Man, I fell asleep before the fight started. Heard the intro coming in. But bro, I real did sleep on the damn fight. Bro, I was so fucking hurt. Cause I never missed this, bro. But the crib, man, I was like, bro, and I changed to watch the fight, but I watched the highlights because I didn't want to see who won the fight. I just watched the highlights. But my prediction for the fight was this. I said, either Devin Haney win by, decision, because I thought he was going to go in the fight smart. But then I said, I'm not counting because Ryan Garcia has knockout power and he has beaten Devin before in the amateurs. 3 times already. So I said, he could very well beat this dude and knock. And lo and behold, left and right, right and left, he really like knocked down 7 times, like 6 of that fight. Started the fight. He was, bro. Okay. Oh man, I'm hyped this morning. But because this guy Devin Haney, okay, he's a Muslim, right? He's always talking about some lie, you know, Allah this, Allah this, Allah that. What's Allah tonight, Devin? Well, I say Allah when you was in that ring, get your ass rock, nigga. Okay, there is no Arab God, man. It's called Allah. Okay. Now Allah is a Hebrew word, which is pretty much power, or God. But which God does he refer to when he say Allah? That's my question that I pose him all the time. You're saying Allah, right? Okay, cool. What is Allah's name? Because Allah just means God. What is his name? They ain't got no fucking answer. So they just said, oh no, it's Allah. It's God. Well, that's the same thing that the British Empire was going around doing, They were just saying God, Queen by God, They never said the name of their God. They were referring to the scriptures, but come on, bro. But then you got Ryan Garcia, he's a Jesus freak, which, he's bugged out, okay? But he's a Jesus freak, and he going off too. But I'm just calling out Devin Haney, for some Allah all goddamn night, and he got his ass toe up. Oh, he got his ass toe up. And he don't want to see Tank Davis. I don't want to see now one of them fight Tank Davis. Well, Ryan already fought Tank Davis, and he got his issue. But I don't want to see Devin Haney fight Tank Davis. If Ryan Garcia can do that to you, boy, Tank Davis gonna take your soul. Tank gonna take your soul. And Ryan was getting some clean shots when he fought Tank. And Tank just sat there and took it. And he got rid of Ryan. But Ryan, oh my goodness, I was like, whoa, like when I was watching the fight, watching the back, bro, the first like 20-some seconds, Ryan caught this man with a left hook, and he dazed him. I said, ooh. Then I knew who gonna win the fight then. I knew Ryan was gonna win it, bro. When I saw that, I said, oh yeah, he gonna win this fight. And then, I watched it through. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But you should be serving no other gods, nigga. That's what you get. Okay? That's what you get, Devin the Dream Haney. There is no stupid God called Allah, man. All right? It's a bunch of madness. Here we go. Exodus 23 again. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Or how would that? Am a jealous God. Is in the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third generation of them that hate me. So what is he talking about here? No graven image. Meaning don't entity, because y'all in the house, whether it be a paint, right, or a sculpture, bound down. Okay. If got a picture, a tree That don't mean they had two cherubims on top. Those cherubims, are images of the angel. The thing was that we weren't supposed to worship as God, as deity, man. Okay? Well, a lot of people get, that by when brothers on the and byways, and we say, look, this is a depiction, close depiction of whom the word called, he's a so-called. He looked more something. You got people in Israel don't agree with having a depiction of what Yahweh shall look like. Okay? And we don't worship that image. Like, brothers don't worship. Okay? We're just saying, hey, look, this is more of an image of how the Lord will look, right? And actually, the image that John described was Yahweh in his heavenly body, which is just further proof, okay, that our Lord Yahweh, all right, is a man of color. Like, that was his heavenly body that John saw him. And he appeared as a so-called black man to him. That should, or how our body's going to look in the kingdom. Thou shalt not the name of that God, for the power will not give that taketh his name in. How one take the name of the Lord in vain? By adultery, by that, right? By coveting, not honoring your mother, right? Bearing false witness, serving other God, eating foods, right? And hating your heart towards your brother. It's a lot of ways to take the Lord in vain, right? So we shouldn't do that. It's the most hold you guiltless. Because all of us some of us, right? We come in the name of the Lord, right? We, how about shy, all that good stuff, right? But now we're held accountable for our actions, man. If you claim to be the truth, but then you're doing things opposite of the truth, and you taking the name of the Lord in vain, right? You corrupting the doctrine, right? A lot of ways to do it. So you got to be careful, man. Okay? I'm telling you from experience. You be careful, man. It says, verse 8, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, right? Keep it separate, keep it blessed. Okay? That day is a holy day. And holy things should be done on the Sabbath, man. Okay? Not doing, things that you would normally do, on a regular day. On a Sabbath, you want to try your best to sit down somewhere, right? Get into the scriptures. Pray, right? It's the Lord's Sabbath, man. But you shouldn't be treating it like it's a regular day, Sometimes brothers got to work on the Sabbath. Sisters out there work on the Sabbath. It happens. The Most High got grace for that, right? But I'm talking about, just blatantly, not honoring the Sabbath day. That's a penalty worthy of death. Not sure, if brothers and sisters out there know that. If you did know, now you know. But breaking the Sabbath day is a penalty worthy of death. That's how serious it is, man. And the Sabbath is according to the new moon, okay? The Sabbath is according to the new moon, not the full moon, man. Not every Friday and Saturday, right? But if you keep the Sabbath, Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, okay, cool. Scriptures say if you're doing that, or keeping the Sabbath day, according to what you understand, a right? It's in Colossians 15. We're supposed to keep it holy, right? Because you got sex on the Sabbath day. It's amazing. How you come up with that, bro? How is that keeping it holy? When the act of sex, right? According to you're unclean that time. So why do you want to do that for? And guess what? Work. Having intercourse will work. Okay. If you can't say to me otherwise, it is. So you're breaking the Sabbath. It says 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. So you got 6 days to do what you got to do, man. You got 6 days to do what you got to do. But since the Sabbath sundown Saturday, and say, oh no, you got a day. Or that's so-called kick. Especially for women, they really do something. That's when they get very right. They keep it on. Woman, she ain't going every Friday, sundown, down, right? She ain't finna do that. Yeah, man. Whatever, you guys do what you do, man. It says, but 7 days is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, maid servant, nor a man servant, nor thy servant, nor thy cattle, nor a stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days he made heaven and earth, sea, and all that in is, and rested the Sabbath day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it, right? It's a holy day. You got to be mindful, right? Exodus 20:12 says, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh that God giveth thee, right? You got to honor your parents, man. Okay? You got to honor your parents. I know we come from some rough, some of us come from rough, backgrounds and tensions with your parents. This happened as a child, abandonments. We get it, bro. Okay? But with knowing this truth, you got to have understanding. You got to know, okay, I went through these things because of the curses. And it should bring comfort to you, all right? And you cut out that beef with your parents, man. Now, I'm not saying, you let your parents just treat you like, any little thing. But if their respect can be there, brother, then you do it, okay? And you're supposed to be seeking their respect and making them respectable, right? Or regardless of how they act, you make sure that you're on point, But you're supposed to honor your father and your mother, man. I know this society, they throw fathers under the bus, man. But you shouldn't have that mindset in the faith, right? So be sure to honor your parents, man. Verse 13 says, thou shalt not kill, which it should be, thou shalt not murder, right? You should not murder. You must not murder. You shall not murder. That's what it's supposed to be. Because you can commit a righteous act of killing, okay? Whether, you're putting to death a rainbow person or someone who breaks the Sabbath, right? Moses did that to a guy who was gathering sticks on the Sabbath day, and they stoned him. That wasn't murder, okay? That was a killing, right? It was a righteous killing, okay? But adultery, right? That's a righteous killing, according to the Most High, right? Or I should say unaliving, But you shouldn't be murdering, okay? And this is a big thing amongst J community, right? Murder. It's like niggas are obsessed with it, man. Can't get enough of it. But if Jake were to exercise these commandments, then it wouldn't be so. All right. But according to prophecy, it's not for Jake to keep these commandments in these times. Right. Vast majority. So I could had a little issue, man. I've been having a little technical issues um, all morning with the internet, but I'll try to finish this out, Lord willing. Try to finish this out, man. This is Exodus 20:15. Thou shalt not steal, right? You shouldn't take nothing that don't belong unto you, man. Okay? If you need to get you a job, man. But don't be out here stealing. All right? You're gonna take the name of the Lord in vain if you're out here stealing, bro. Right? It says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, right? You're lying. Shouldn't be doing that, man. You should be a man of truth and integrity. Okay, not a false witness, man. Not a talebearer, right? Or not a whisperer. Okay, which being a whisperer don't mean that you're a false witness. But I'm just saying things of that nature, right? But definitely lying. Okay, against your neighbor. It says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife." Right? Don't be trying to go after his wife or his possessions. Right? Nor his manservant, nor his maid servant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. So you should be trying to, get your neighbor's stuff, man. Get your own house, get your own woman, get your own this, your own that, in so many words. Okay. So with that, we're gonna close out, man. Still might be having a little technical issues, but Lord willing, it was edifying, man. All praise Yahweh Bashim Awashai Bashim Chakadash. Shalom.